Hello, with this video I want to show you how I make a wiper animation for rF2 wiper. Yes, at first I have to say that there are some different methods to do that, and it also depends on the shape of the window and the wiper. That is a normal window. But for example, if you have an LMP2 car that has a much more curved window, what makes it more difficult to animate it, because you need more bones to also let the rubber of the wiper follow the shape of the window. Okay, but for this here, I think we don't need too many bones. Yes, another thing that I want to mention is that I was never able, since I make these animations, to get it working in game in the same way as it works here in 3DSMax. I always have to adjust it a little bit to get it looking like it looks here, but I will demonstrate that later what I mean. Okay, at first I try to find out which angle the window has, because I want to give the rotation axis the same angle that the window has. So I create a simple box and with Alt and A I aligned it to the window from center to center, and then I rotate it until it's parallel to the window. So that looks not too bad. Now I have 25.048 degrees here. I make it 25 degrees. That should be okay. Okay, so the window has 25 degrees. Yes, that is a conversion from a rF1 car, and because there were no animated wipers, the wipers were made only for static life. As you can see here, this wiper arm is longer. It's also behind of the rotation point, and so it can happen that when it's get animated now, that this part will stick into the body later. And also the axis here is for sure not in an angle of 25 degrees, so I normally do two things in such cases. I replace that part here to get a proper rotation axis. Sorry. Yes. I use 12 sides and 6 height segments. Yes, it should be okay. Okay. Okay, now I rotate it also that it gets an angle of 25 degrees to have the proper axis. And then I move it to the... And now you can see that the original rotation axis didn't have the correct angle. Yes, the position should be okay. Now I will delete the old axis. And then I will move the end of the arm inside of this axis part now, to be sure that yes, that it won't stick through the car's body when it gets animated later. Yes, normally I make it in a better way. It's just to demonstrate it now here. Normally I merge these two parts here, the new axis and the arm. Yes, okay. I just want to make a quick UVW mapping. That's okay. Okay. And I give it the material too. Yeah. Okay, now we have the pivot point here, and now I will attach the wiper to the new axis. So I take the name and I attach it here. The wiper. Okay. We remove the material again. Now, as you can see, the pivot point is inside of the new part here. And when I rotate it now, oh, I have to set it to local instead of view to get it rotating around the correct axis. And now as you can see, the axis part stays at the same location here the whole time. Okay, so that is okay. The next thing what I do then is to check the position of the arm. As you can see here, it overlaps the glass a little bit and is positioned on the frame, of the rubber frame. So I will move it a little bit. Now I think Now I go to parent here. And rotate it a little bit that it only is on the window now. And yeah, that should be okay. So now I will move the arm here a little bit. Yeah, okay, that should be okay. And now there's one thing left to do, what I always do, is create a big cylinder with only one segment in the height, and yeah, let's take 120 sides, and I also or I align this object to the axis of the wiper, again with Alt and A, and to the wiper, and this time pivot point to pivot point, and then I rotate it also to the 25 degrees. Okay. Okay, now I resize this that it has exactly the radius of the yes, that it has the length of the wiper as the radius of the cylinder. So I have to make it a bit smaller. Okay. Yes, that is only to be able to know where I have to stop with the wiper movement, that I stay on the glass later. So I will Yeah. Okay, now the reason is that if I will rotate the wiper arm, yes, it is, will not stay on the glass, of course, and with this cutted cylinder I can see where I have to stop to don't leave the glass part here. So when I rotate it now here, I can see that I have to stop here. Can give it a little bit more, but that is, as you can see, it is a lot over the glass here. And so when I I can check it where this part ends. I have to stop. I also have to stop with the rotating, but that is the part that comes when I start to make the animation. Okay, now we have the proper zero position, and now I will create the first two bones already. Um, ah. Yes, I create two of them to be able to position this one exactly to 0, 0, 0, because that will be the root bone later, and also the end. Okay. Okay. Now I give it a unique name. The mesh is called MKIV. Now we call it MKIV base. Okay, then I clone it and call it MKIV main. Oh. Okay. Then I select it. Here it is, the main. And again with Alt and A, I align it to the pivot point of the wiper here. Pivot point, pivot point. Okay. The reason is a very simple one, because I have to set the pivot point of the wiper mesh to 0, 0, 0. Also I have to reset X-form and yes, set the pivot point to 0, 0, 0 to get the animation working properly later. But not to get lost of the correct pivot point, I add this bone to that pivot point now already. Okay. Now we have to rotate it 65 degrees, because it's coming from the other side now. And yes, that the 25 degrees plus 65 degrees are together 90 degrees. Okay, so now we have the bone positioned at the pivot point of the wiper already, and I think so far the preparation of the wiper is almost done. Okay, so as said, I now select the wiper mesh and reset X-form. And then I go to edit the pivot point and select effect pivot point only and set that to 0, 0, 0 now. Okay. Yeah, okay, now we have prepared everything so far that we can start with the skin modifier, but that will be the second part of the video. I think I will make at least 3 parts, maybe 4 parts. This was the first part with the basic preparation. The next will be the skin modifier and the animation itself. Okay, that is the end of part 1.